What exactly happens to a human body if it consumes the forbidden food of the gods? You might picture a sweet fruit salad or a glowing golden wine, but the reality is terrifying. One bite wouldn't just taste good, it would likely burn your mortality away, or just burn you from the inside out. There's a reason Tantalus was punished for eternity just for trying to smuggle a napkin full of this stuff out of Olympus. But to understand why this food is so dangerous, we have to look at what it actually does to a corpse. In the Iliad, Thetis doesn't feed ambrosia to Achilles' dead friend Patroclus to bring him back to life. She injects it into his nostrils to stop him from rotting. That's your first clue. This isn't lunch. It's high-octane divine preservative. You've probably heard of ambrosia and nectar as the diet of the Olympians. It sounds lovely, right? Like peaches and honey. But if you look closer at the ancient texts, a disturbing picture starts to emerge. This isn't about nutrition. It's about biology. See, the gods don't have blood. If you cut Zeus, he doesn't bleed red. He bleeds Ichor, this golden, ethereal fluid that is toxic to mortals. And there is a very strong theory among mythologists that ambrosia and nectar are just different forms of this same substance. They are eating their own immortality. They are consuming raw divinity to maintain their power. Think about it. Humans need bread and water to replace the cells that die. We are constantly decaying and rebuilding. The gods don't decay, so why do they need to eat? They don't eat to survive, they eat to sustain their deathlessness. The word ambrosia literally translates to immortality. It's not a noun for a specific fruit, it's a description of what the substance does. It stops time. So, what happens if you, a mortal made of decaying meat and red blood, introduce this time-stopping substance into your system? Well, let's look at the myth of Demophon. The goddess Demeter gets a job as a nanny for a human queen. She decides, I like this kid, I'm going to make him a god. She doesn't just feed him ambrosia, she smears him with it, like an ointment, and then, this is the crazy part, she holds him in a fire every night. The ambrosia acts like a shield. It burns away his mortal parts while preserving his life. It's almost like radiation therapy or a chemical peel for your soul. It's painful. It's violent. It's a medical procedure, not a snack. If his mum hadn't walked in and screamed, the kid would have become immortal. Instead, the spell broke, and he was left half-baked. But the darkest story, the one that really shows you the danger here, is the story of Tantalus. We usually remember him for chopping up his son into a stew, which, yeah, is awful. But the gods were actually more offended by his other crime. Tantalus was a king who got invited to dinner on Olympus. He sat at the table with Zeus. He ate the ambrosia. He drank the nectar. And for a moment, he felt what it was like to be deathless. And then, he tried to steal it. He literally tried to pocket the food of the gods to bring back to his mortal buddies. It's like trying to steal plutonium to show your friends at a bar. Zeus didn't punish him just because he was a thief. He punished him because he was trying to break the biological barrier between men and gods. If Tantalus had succeeded in distributing ambrosia to the masses, you wouldn't have a happy, immortal society. You'd have chaos. You'd have humans who couldn't die but still aged, or humans whose bodies couldn't handle the potency of the Ichor and just went mad. There's a distinct difference in Greek mythology between immortal and invincible. If you eat ambrosia, you might not die of old age, but you can still be hurt. And since your body is now filled with this divine preservative, You can't heal normally either. You exist in a state of permanent stasis. That's why the gods guard it so jealously. It's not because they are greedy gluttons. It's because ambrosia is the only thing separating them from us. Without it, or if we had it, the hierarchy of the cosmos collapses. There's even a weird detail in the Odyssey where Menelaus and his men have to hide under seal skins to ambush a god. The smell of the raw sealskins is so bad they can't stand it. So a goddess brings them ambrosia to sniff. The scent of it is so powerful, it overpowers the stench of death and decay. It is the literal antithesis of biology as we know it. So, next time you see ambrosia salad at a potluck with marshmallows and coconuts, just remember what it really represents. It's not a dessert. It's a weaponized substance that stops the natural order of life and death. If you were offered a cup of nectar right now, knowing it would stop your aging but might also burn away your humanity or drive you insane, would you actually drink it? Or is mortality actually a safer bet? Let me know what you do in the comments.